We're the Woodrow Radio Show. I am Miss Special.
I am Mike Blau here on 90.3 KDVS FM, also KDVS.org.
Yes, indeedy. And we have a special caller on the line. Caller, are you there?
Yes.
All right. You want to introduce yourself to the people?
What's going on, people? This is Nicolay of the Foreign Exchange. What's the deal?
Super appreciate you calling in and taking time to chat with us. How are you today?
I'm fine. I just actually, on a very mundane level, just finished cleaning up the house.
Nice. That's the perfect Sunday activity, I feel like.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, I just about wrapped everything up, and I'm actually about to roll back into the studio.
Good stuff. I heard Phonte's in the studio right now as we speak. That's why he couldn't be on the phone lines. Do you know exactly what he's working on?
I do. I actually spoke with him just this morning after he did about, I want to say, a 48-hour kind of marathon.
Oh, my God.
He's putting the finishing touches on his solo album.
Nice.
Which is called Charity Starts at Home, and that will be out September 27th.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Very dope.
So that's what he's been working on.
Looking forward to that. Do you have any production on that project?
I have none on there.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Surprising.
Yeah, I have none on there. Like, we decided early on that when Nicolay and Phonte collaborate, that is pretty much always going to be the Foreign Exchange.
That makes sense.
So for Phonte or myself to really do a solo album, it makes a lot more sense to really kind of truly break away temporarily from, what we're doing pretty much 24/7 now as a group. So, and outside of that, I think that when he is working on his album currently, he's trying to deliver on something that I think musically is very much a different direction than I'm going at. So it's all to the good. It's a stellar album. And I think that people, especially people that like Tay as a rapper, are going to really be excited about it.
That's great to
hear.
Do you happen to have any word on who he is working with as far as production, since it's not going to be handled by you?
Yes, I have a word, but I'm keeping that all the way on the
We don't have
We
words.
can't have all the secrets.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so Tay has been doing that, and I'm definitely not going to come out with the spoilers, but I will say that it delivers on multiple levels. And, I think that fans of Fontaine as an artist, whether it's a rapper or whether it's a singer or writer or a comedian, you know what I'm saying? Like, really all those different sides from Fontaine, like all those different kind of personalities are represented in it.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm excited. We've been waiting for a Phonte solo album for years now. Especially, I'm one of the members over there on the OK Player boards, and I feel like that's all we've been talking about since Little Brother dropped. So.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I remember even as early as like 2 or 3 people were talking about it, and I mean, Fontaine has always been the type of cat that he's first and foremost like a very collaborative person, which we as a group kind of demonstrate. So he really likes to work with people. He's not always trying to always just do him, but at the same time, right now, I think it's kind of the perfect time, really. Once and for all, come with it.
Definitely.
Yes. So I know you're working on a lot of stuff with the FE Official, running the label and all that. And we've been hearing Median is actually linking up with you guys for a project. So can you give us any word on Median?
Yeah, well, Median is, for the people that don't know Median, he's a rap artist from the Raleigh-Durham area in North Carolina, and he was on our first album, Connected, and also on our most recent album, Authenticity. And, obviously he's always been family, and so when the time came for him to kind of really do something new, it almost was kind of like given that we would be involved. And even better, since we're working this one together with Ninth Wonder and his organization, Jamla, so this is truly going to be kind of the first of its kind, which is kind of like a collaborative release between Foreign Exchange Music on the one hand and Jamla on the other. Nice. And hopefully kind of the push of those two brands will hopefully spread the music of Median as far and as wide as we can.
Yeah, because he's been kind of MIA for a minute now, and I know he's a lot of folks, one of their favorites every time he pops up on guest appearances and things like that. So it's really dope to hear that you guys are pulling him out of hiding and getting an album ready.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan first and foremost of Median. I'm just as excited as people are that we got something new and something really, really great.
Yeah, so we're looking through, we've been playing some of the stuff that you've produced and stuff off of some of your solo albums here on the show today. And one of the tracks that really sticks out to us, it was From Here, was the joint with Wiz Khalifa. This came out, I'm looking at the date, it's about 06. So how did you link up with Wiz? Because, this was definitely before he kind of caught all the hype and all the buzz that he's doing right now. But what was it like working with him way back then?
Right. I mean, I discovered Wiz Khalifa, It's really that, no, it's not at all like that. Actually, it was kind of just a perfectly random coincidence because the label that I was with at the time, BBE, the label manager knew of Wiz through his manager. And so it was kind of one of of those arranged marriage type of situations to where they just suggest that Wiz might be a good, different kind of kid to do some work with, especially because at the time he was still like young. Like, he's still young, but at the time he was like 15, 16. It was just kind of a match made by the label, but I think it came out really good, and I've obviously just followed him kind of from the sidelines just as he made his ascension, toward, I guess, stardom, at this point. So it's just really cool to me that somebody that at the time was a very young and very hungry and just very talented person, that he really, with the team around him, that they really actually made it happen, and I think that outside of the music that he makes currently, because that's not totally my thing, to be perfectly honest with you.
Yeah.
Just to see that they got him there, I just have incredible respect for.
Definitely, and we think it's a good track too. So what we want to do right now is get into it. This is What It Used to Be, Wiz Khalifa, produced by Nicolay, right here, Word to Woodrow Radio Show, 90.3 FM, and online at kdvs.org.
Pittsburgh, let's go. Wiz Khalifa, yeah. Stop. 412.
Word to Woodrow Radio Show right here on KDVS 90.3 FM and online at kdvs.org. Once again, I am Miss Special.
And
that is
Mike Blau, sitting shotgun as always.
And we still have Nicolay on the phone lines, correct?
Yes.
Yay. So, we were talking about some of your previous work, and definitely on my list of my favorite projects by you would be your City Lights volumes.
Right.
Are there going to be any more of those? Because I know the last one was inspired by Tokyo. Are you waiting to be inspired by another city or something along that?
You're exactly on the money with that.
Yes.
I'm going to do more as the opportunity presents itself. Like, it's something to where it would be kind of corny if I did something just to look for something, if you know what I'm saying, like City Lights Paris.
City Lights West Covina.
Yeah, the cool thing about the Shibuya album was I was actually very much unprepared for what I kind of witnessed there, and I would like for it to kind of be the same sort of vibe for any sort of new installments, but I'm definitely going to keep doing that because it's a lot of fun.
That makes sense. And now on to the Foreign Exchange current album, which was the live album. Why'd you guys choose to do a live album as opposed to original new stuff?
Well, it's kind of twofold. There was like one part where we really wanted to give something special to the biggest fans, the people that really have supported us throughout the years, and we also wanted to kind of give people an opportunity to get a glimpse into our live show. We've been through a lot of cities over the last 3 years, but there's still, areas that we don't get to be, so this is really kind of almost like a compacted look into what we do live and how, we kind of flip arrangements and stuff like that. So it's really just kind of almost like a business card for our live show and to give people a look inside the kitchen, kind of.
Yeah, I know some of the videos popping up online. We had you guys doing Return of the Mack, which was really interesting to hear.
Yeah, that goes over very well. It's funny because Zoe and Phonte did that on pretty much a Sunday like the one we're in right now. Just more or less as kind of a tongue-in-cheek thing. And we decided more or less also on a whim to just add it to the show. And the response has just been kind of overwhelming. So we won't get away from it, I think, for a little bit at least. It's fun every night to play that song because there's just a high degree of hilarity that comes with it.
Speaking of shows, for the folks that haven't had a chance to catch you guys live, what should they be looking forward to when they come out?
We always put it in words like this, like we just want people to leave feeling much better than they came in. And we mean that kind of really in the broadest sense of the word, but we go in the show because we feel like everybody that is present needs to really pick up on kind of what we're doing. So they can expect just us to play a long time for one. Like, we play a lot of songs. We tend to really enjoy ourselves, so we'll play a lot of songs from a lot of different albums. We got some incredible people on the stage with us, like Ty Smith, Gene Jolly, Zoe, Chris Burner on guitar. Just an incredible live band that we're fortunate to play with. So just a night of solid, feel-good live entertainment.
Is YahZarah going to be there?
No, YahZarah is actually preparing for Motherhood currently.
Oh.
She's about to give birth at this point.
How wonderful. Congratulations.
So she is really, she's really taken that opportunity to take a step back and also, kind of build up her own situation. Now that the Ballad of Purple St. James, we really got behind that to, kind of offer her a stepping stone, if you will, you know what I'm saying, and to make sure that her music got heard. So at this point, she's going to really be doing her own thing and work on her soon-to-be little St. James.
And the thing that you didn't add about the live show is it's pure comedy. Like, Phonte is hilarious, you know, coming out there feeling better than you already did, but it's like you're gonna get some laughs in at the live show.
Yeah. It's really interesting because a lot of people, you know, they might think that a lot of it is rehearsed, and certain things are, but there's a number of things that this dude says every night that will even just crack us up. It's always a thrill to be on stage with him because you really never know where it's going to go, you know. So.
Yeah, so going by the few releases that you guys had with Effie Official, you know, the foreign exchange stuff, talking about Phonte and the Medium project, what is it like running the label now? Because I know before you've worked with other labels and now you're starting your own thing. And I know you mentioned before you're trying to keep it small to make sure you can focus on everybody, but what's it like day to day running an actual label?
Like a madhouse. Like, just straight up like a madhouse, like straight up. You know, I mean, the thing about it is, I think that we're very fortunate because we build up our own situation and we can do pretty much what we want as long as we have the means. That is the beautiful thing about it. We're doing everything on our own terms. But the flip side of this is that it's a 24-hour kind of thing. This is not something that you do at nights or on the weekends, or this is something that just the whole total workload of being your own kind of machine, you know, with every facet of the process is incredibly heavy. And we really found that out last year when we did The Ballad, we did Sunstorm, we did Authenticity. And so at the end of that year, we were just all, you know, exhausted, you know, ready to really just take a break. But, you know, you don't really ever get the break either because it's like you got to stay consistent and you got to stay on people's minds. This is something to where if you want to get into this, the first thing that you got to ask yourself is, are you crazy? Really? You know, and that's what I always tell everybody that always is like, you know, what advice do you have for, like, anybody wanting to get in it? It's just like, dude, turn around and run. If you're not ready to just work till you're sore, you know, for a very small pay, you know, if you're unlucky. If you're not ready to do that, then it's not for you. But if you love music and that's all you know and want to do, like us, then obviously that's our path.
Yeah, so where do you see the label going, say, in the next year, 2 years or so? What's the vision for Effie Official?
Well, I think we're always going to keep it very small because we envision it as just a vehicle for us to release our music. So it's not like we're going to, you know, actively scout for artists or just release kind of more material because we don't really have the team to do that. It's not really what we're trying to do. In general, we're going to really be incredibly creative with what we're bringing. You know, we like the live album, which was a CD plus DVD, and just a really kind of incredibly nice-looking package, and we really see the future of that, especially physical music, you know, CDs and vinyl and stuff, just be more on like a limited edition, collector's item, just stuff like that, rather than just kind of mass amounts of product. So we're going to really just look for really great, like, innovative projects, just different type of stuff, different type of packaging.
Very dope. And then what we want to do is let you get back to cleaning your house.
Right?
What we're going to play for the people is All That You Are off of the new live album, just to give them a taste because it's crazy dope. You want to introduce that to the people?
I don't think we did All That You Are on the new live album. Like, come to think.
Oh, just kidding. What am I talking about?
I mean, I'm not. I'm
You
just.
got
You know, I don't know if that was a test to see if it was really me. But,
Yeah, I was.
Now we know
That
it's
was the
really
pop
Nicolay.
quiz.
Yeah. And here is from our live album, All That You Are.
Very good catch. I want to know.
I want to know. Well, the last song on part of the live album, just one of people's favorites, you know, because it's a real warm song. All for dear friends, this is I Want to Know.
Thank you so much for calling in and talking to us. We super appreciate
One
you.
of the nicest people that we've interviewed.
Yes.
Thank you, man. Anytime. Any Sunday, Monday, whatever it is. Peace.
Oh, easy, I'll snap your fingers with this one.